7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game.
Welcome inside of the Gun at 3 record Pad B for game number 1 of the regular season for the Minor Adam AAA Toros. They're the defending ETA champions after beating Richmond Hill in last year's championship series. Today their first test will be the Peterborough Peak. Jessup will take the lead draw for Peterborough versus Random Pickle. First face-off gets won by Pickle. Hudson Bishop, who's moved up to forward now, dumps out one into the corner. Pickle trying to be the first one there. Defenseman tries to fire it around the boards. Tapped in from the line by Declan Mitchell-Gill with a shot. That gets knocked down. He's back in a Toros uniform after playing last year with the Oshawa Minor Generals. Back to the line again for Mitchell-Gill. Mitchell-Gill uses slit on the other side. With his slid a shot, that got blocked there at the front. Nice block to put his body on the line. Coming up now is Wilson going in behind the net. Schmidt pushed him back in behind the goal, tries to keep him there in behind the net. Pass up there for Luke Stone, he throws it up. Stone's pass gets broken up there by number 55, who lost his footing. That's Hutton, he couldn't get his shot away. Back up the other way, this could lead to a 4-on-2 if Pickle can corral the puck, gets it up there for Bishop. Hudson Bishop taken off its feet, and Peterborough come up with a loose puck through center. A little bit of a foggy up arena here, so there might be some angles where we're going to get the fog blocking the players. Riley Brand a backhand. That one gets caught by the Peterborough goalie, and they'll freeze it. That is Massey in goal for Peterborough. Got Massey in net for Peterborough, and at the other end, it'll be Parker Shaw guarding the net for the Minor Adam AAA Toros. Pass up through center, Red Dog tries to knock it down. Nice play by Brent to hold it in from the line, but now it gets poked free. Right to Jake Beveridge with a lead pass. That's Brent coming through the fog, trying to get into the zone. Gives him a pass in from his own zone, moves it to the other side. Trying to chip it up there now, and he will draw back into the zone. Our Dog will be the first one on the loose puck. Now that's throwing it out of front. Just as the reach here of Brand as he tries to back. Bouncing his own rebound, and Massey was up against the post to make the stop. Our Dog still on the puck, tried to throw it out of front for Our Dog. McCaslin goes for the slap shot. Mets his other shot. It's kicked aside by Massey with a right pad. It's here for McCaslin with the first opportunities there. His first top shot got blocked, and then the rebound got a good shot away, but the right pad of Massey came out to make the stop. Battle right here in front of us. Going to come free for Peterborough as that goes down the ice and into the corner. McCaslin from his own zone over there for Adam Baker out of his reach. Tapped in from the line. Baker again gets another opportunity to clear it. And they roll up through center ice. Leading it up into the zone is Brant. Brant can't get it around the defender to lead to the breakaway. Line changes. Out comes Ethan Jackman off the bench along with Michael Drew. Up through center. Number 20's got a breakaway against Shaw. Left pass save. He didn't get all he wanted to on the shot. And Shaw came right across with a left pass save. Turns around again, and that one got stopped partially by Adam Baker. Back to the line. Over the stick there, number 44. 2-on-1 at that. If Baker can catch up to the puck. Line of Baker, Jackman, and Mitchell right there now. That comes down the ice. Right into the corner. They're trying to find number 23 at the front. Nice defensive play there by Nolan Lynn to knock that down. Uncle Drew tries to get rid of it. Can't get it out. Number 23 with a quick shot. That's going to go into the corner. That is Kavanaugh, I believe. Kavanaugh again waiting for the pass at the front. They're trying backhand. Number 72 tried to sweep it in from the side of the net. It hit the side of the goal. Tapped in from the line by Nichols with a shot. blocked in front by Drew. And now Baker will get the opportunity to clear it out. Peterborough run outside, alley pass, nice play to hold it in from the line. He'll go into the corner. France lost control of the puck, it goes back in behind the net. Nice play by Jackman to get away from the checker. Might lead to a 3-on-2, gets around one man and then the second man. Yeah, one man to beat, but 44 shoot him up, still has a shot, stop, Asher Mitchell rebound over his stick. Number 15 on the loose puck trying to backhand it out. Smith trying to hold him off there. Puck crowd there in the Peterborough zone, almost reaching 5 minutes of play here in period number 1. Back in behind the line. Nice play by London Pickle, pushing his man wide. Number 2, Marshall takes it back in behind the Toros net. Marshall had Pickle all over him, couldn't do anything with the puck. Braden Smith tries to clear it, can't do it. Jessup kept it in. Shot through the net. Marshall tries for the forehand, couldn't shoot it on the forehand. Opportunity, 2-on-2 rush with Bishop and Pickle. Bishop up there for London Pickle. Pickle with a shot, it's going to go in wide of the net before it hits Massey in the Peterborough goal. Declan Mitchell fans on the attended pass back to the line. A collision there by both players. Number 88, White pins it in. Nice play there by number 22, 82, Batsky puts it into the corner. Back to the line again for White. White to the other side. It'll be number 29. Tanner takes a shot and it got blocked. Pickle through center. Toros going off on a line change, but Pickle turns it over. Got time for a line change. Back on Peterborough up the other way. Number 15. It's offside as Jessup was in ahead of Hutton. A draw that's just off to the Toros blue line. Number 8, Marshall taking off his speed. He goes into the corner. Marshall pushed into the corner there by our dog. Is back in behind the net. Throw it out of front. Shot. Big save there from Shaw. Got his glove on it right from the slot area. Tapped it out. Tapped in by Crawford from the line. You can't get a shot through. Crawford again takes it. Right skate save there by McCaslin. Got his foot in the way of that shot. Back up the other way. Try to roar back with Riley Brown leading the rush. Roar back around the check. And he's in. Shot. Stop by Massey. Rebound for Branch. They put it in. Rebound for our dog. They score. Keaton Ardog puts in the loose puck. They had 3 opportunities at it. And the first 2 didn't work, but our dog cleaned up the garbage at the front to beat Massey. And the Toros open up the scoring to start their season at 1-0. They stopped getting one there by Peterborough. Our dog putting pressure on his man. It was number 72, France, that fell down there from his own bench as that goes into the corner. Back in behind the Peterborough net, he'll play it off the back end boards. Our dog gets away, looking to shoot it, pass it back to the line for Nolan Leroy Glenn, fires it back down low. Putting it right back in behind the goal. Player gets hit into the boards. Peterborough come up with a loose puck out of their own end with a nice move, but he can't get by Adam Baker with a nice play. Baker puts it into the corner. Back in behind the net, it'll be another turnover there by Peterborough in the zone. Jackman trying to find some open ice. Up through center. Nice play there by Jackman. I think he got just enough of him at the blue line, and that causes Peterborough to come in on the offside call. Draw there outside the line, won by Peterborough. Number 15 with a shot, rolled in. Easy stop there for Shaw, and he'll freeze it. Another face-off, just off to the right of Shaw. quick shot is going in, knocked down by Mitchell Gill. Mitchell Gill digging away at it with Jackman, but Jackman lost his stick. Goes back in behind the net. Lead pass for Asher Mitchell on the other side. Trying to corral that puck. Along with Jackman now. 3-on-2, Ethan Jackman trying to get around the checkman. Nice play by White to poke him free. Mitchell Gill from the line, that's offside. 1:54 remains here in period number 1. Steve Nardock has the only goal by cashing in on a loose puck in front. Pickle with a shot, just enough of his glove on it to stop that shot with Massey. Tapped in by Schmidt, right at the line, rolling it in. Easy stop again with the stick of Massey, and as he sees Hudson Bishop coming in the vicinity, he freezes it for another face-off. And that face-off will take place off to the right of the goal. Taken by Pickle. Won by Peterborough. Big defensive win there. We're approaching the last minute of play of the first period. Toros keep it in from the line. Trying to dig that puck out of the corner with a shot. Just knocked down at the front. Marshall plays it aside. Went over the stick there of McCaslin down the ice. No icing on the call. He's got to go back in his own end to scoop it up. Skipper McCaslin will start it with 1:05 left in the period. Gets it up there for Bishop, who gets away. Upton Bishop starts a 3-on-2 with a nice pass up through center. Right to Pickle, who picks it in from the line, takes a shot, and it gets corralled there by Massey in the pads, and he'll freeze it. So, changing the score, it is Ryan in net for Peterborough. Beveridge fires it back down low. Once again, it is Ryan in net for Peterborough. Massey is the backup, and the backup to Parker's charge, Mateo Parcero. 35.9 seconds left. Our dog will take the draw. Only goal scored here in the first period. Hero takes the face-off up to the left of Ryan. It goes back in behind the net. Kept in there. Riley Brandt's in. Shot! Scores! What a shot by Riley Brandt. He picks the corner, throwing top shelf over the shoulder of Ryan. And with 22 seconds left to close, have a 2-0 lead. 22 seconds left. Toros is trying to cruise away from the first period with a 2-0 lead. Knocked down by Nolan Lee Rockland from center. Puts it in the zone. Brandt almost was able to go after the races again. Puck in the zone. They're trying to get it out in behind the goal. Might be time for one more opportunity. Peterborough knocked that one down, and the Toros with 2 goals in the first period, won by our dog, and then the late tally by Riley Brandt has them up by 2 to go to the second. Face-off to start. Period number 2 will be Jessup for Peterborough versus Jackman. Jackman wins the draw from Mitchell, who dumps it down the ice into the corner. A late pass for Jessup is out of his reach, and Hutton couldn't knock it down in his own end. Skipping it up back in behind the goal is number 10. Getting bugged there by Baker. Back to the line. Quick shot from Michael Drew went wide. The Toros still have control of the puck. Trying to throw it out in front. There was nobody there to take the pass. It's still in behind the goal for Asher Mitchell, but he couldn't go with the puck. Back up the other way they come. Led up by Jessup. He's got to get around Jackman, but Jackman is going to push him wide off to the right into the corner. Nice play by Ethan Jackman to control Jessup. Tapped in there from the line by number 12. Into his body to hold that one in. Peterborough still holding in the zone. Marshall gets around the check of Drew, goes into the corner. But Drew has it now, fires it around the back end board. Coming around the other side, kept in by number 12. Quick shot is going to flutter in wide of the net. Marshall taking away at it. Michael Drew almost was able to kick it to his feet. Peterborough tried to throw it at the front. Back rolls through the crease area. Lead pass. Up there for Ashley Mitchell in the zone. Mitchell up there with Baker. Gets around the check. Puck was too far ahead of him to do something with the puck. Now Mitchell picks it up again. Rolls it at the front. And that one will get stopped by Ryan for another face-off. One by Pickle. Schlitt wasn't ready for it. Braden Schlitt couldn't keep it in from the line. Braden Schlitt has it. Drops it for Pickle as they come out. Couldn't get around number 14 on the other side. Here it comes, right in the zone. He's got a man wide open at the side of the net, but he gets taken off his feet by a nice defensive play by Declan Mitchell-Gill. Pushed him wide and then was able to push him behind the net before he could find the open man in the slot area. Kept him from the line. Hunter uses the backhand boards to put it back in behind the net. Mitchell-Gill was able to get it away again to Luke Stone. Stone trying to move it up through center, over everybody, back in the zone for number 20. Passing over the stick of everybody there. Picked up by Schlitt from center ice. Trying to get around the check of number 8. Couldn't do it. Luke Stone from the penalty box area. Trying to flip the puck in there. Knocked down by Hunter from center. He couldn't go with it and got broken up. Let in the zone by Pickle, trying to take the shot. It gets blocked out of front fearlessly by number 4, E4, as it goes into the corner. Back up to center as Turner turns it over. We are getting our first tripping penalty coming up to the game, and this one will go to Pickle. So down 2-0, but Peterborough will get the power play to try and cut into that lead with a draw coming in here at center to be taken by Turner. Our dog comes off the bench to take the face off for the Toros. And it will get pushed into the Toros end now. Still Turner and our dog on the draw. Turner wins it, but Toros get the puck and dump it down the ice. That'll kill some time on the penalty. It goes back in behind the net. Our dog trying to beat his man onto the pass. Number 29 has it. We'll turn it over. Quick shot from the line by McCaslin, going in wide of the net. Starting it up to the center ice. That in with some nice moves there by Turner. Finally taking it off his feet. And we got a whistle. Might be for an offside. Just starting off the second period here at the Gardner P. Rickard. We've had 2 goals in the first period, the first one by our dog, and then the answer by Riley Brandt with 20 seconds left to go in the first period. Jessup wins that draw up there for Crawford. The Peterborough Peaks reach the zone. Dumped into the corner by number 2, back in behind the net. Trying to win the battle back in behind the goal. Jake Beavers is behind the net, trying to pick up the loose puck and get some help. And the Toros are able to clear it aside. Our dog with a lead pass out of the reach of Brandt. Crawford back in his own end. Firing it out the back end boards. Our dog tried to do everything he could to keep it in the zone. Couldn't do it. 2-on-2 rush back the other way for Peterborough as Jessup stays on side, and number 2 makes his way around Nolan Lewa-Clan, but Lewa-Clan tripped him up as he was going to the net. So the Toros are going to have to kill off a 2-man advantage for 57 seconds when we come back. Draw off to the left of Parker Shaw. That shot gets blocked. Getting some help from his defense to block that shot out of front. Trying to backhand to the side. Goes back in behind the net for Michael Drew. Couldn't pick up the puck. Back to the line. Hunter uses the other side. Nichols goes for a shot. That hits something out of front. And that something was Ethan Jackson who blocked that shot. Going to the goal. Lost his stick, but has it back again. Michael Drew trying to control the player in the corner. 25 seconds left on the first penalty to Landon Pickles. Shot is going in wide of the net. Toad just trying to get rid of the puck and dump it out. Knocked down at center by Hunter now by Peterborough. Hunter starts it from center with a pass out of the reach of Nichols, but they're still able to get it in the zone. Cascade a shot. Stopped there with a blocking hand. A perfect shot. Still loose though, and Peterborough can't convert on the loose puck. First penalty to Pickles over. Kept in from the line by Nichols. Shot. Going in wide of the net. 55 seconds left to go on the penalty to Lee Walkland. Peterborough putting on the pressure, trying to keep it in from the line. Back up the other way, short end to the come. Pickle had it poked off his stick. Jackman trying to control his man, but it does come in offside. Now it'll be another draw here at center. Turner's trying to find the puck. Had it knocked off his stick. Branch tried to get to it as well. Nice play at the line by White. White's shot gets knocked down by a Toro player right in front. Tapped in from the line again. Toro's trying to clear it. This one will get out. And down the ice. That'll throw off more time on the penalty to Lee Walkland as it goes back in behind the net. 20 seconds left to go on the power play for Peterborough. Turnover in the zone. Here comes Jessup. Jessup can't reach the puck as McCaslin tried to hold it in. Beavers, sorry. France from the line, getting in. France trying to shoot it. Ran into a wall of Toros players, couldn't shoot the puck, and now the Toros are perfect on their penalty kill at 2 for 2. They killed off both penalties. Lead pass, and he's on his own, Asher Mitchell. It is stopped there, right in close by Ryan. Asher Mitchell came out the bench and took the pass. He was all alone, but couldn't bury it. Get another opportunity to roar back, battling away to trying to sweep it in. But it is caught somewhere in the equipment of Ryan. We get coincidental minors as both players go off for the roughing after the whistle. Tapped in from the line by Metro Gill. Other side, Smith tries for a shot. It's going to roll in wide. And right to Ryan for another face-off. 8:24 remains in the second period. Toros with a 2-0 lead. They had a perfect opportunity to get that 3 spot as Axel Mitchell was in alone a couple minutes ago, but a big stop by Ryan keeps this game within reach. Luke Stone holding on his man, trying to make sure he doesn't make his way to the net, and that's Jessup. Jessup gets around the corner. Try to fire it back to the line. Lead pass is for Pickle going down the ice, and icing is the call. Draw just off to the right of the Toros goal now. Trying to find the lane and up and out, and it rolls down the ice. Right into Ryan to make the save, and then freezes the rebound as Brent was coming in, looking for his second of the game. We got another draw off to the left of the Peterborough goal. Our dog will take it for the Toros. Peterborough had their pressure when they were on the 2-man advantage, but some great defensive work. Was able to block a lot of shots going to the net, and Shaw came up with some saves as well, which keeps it at 2-0. Tapped in from the line. Cleared aside and down the ice. And it will go for icing with 7:21 left to go here in the second. The face-off coming up from the Peterborough zone up to the right. One, and a nice play by Nolan Lee to hold it in. And he used every inch of his body to hold that puck in at the line as the face-off was won right back to the blue line. Up there for our dog. Can't get around Hunter. Let in by Crawford now. Cannon with a pass. Backhand shot. Left pad stop there from Tucker Shaw. Turner to the other side. Trying to find some lane. Dumps it back in behind the net. Right back in behind the goal. Gonna come up through center. Try to get around Hunter for a 2-on-1. But gets stood up there at the other side. So his bench coming in. Stays on side. Our dog, along with Rohrbeck, coming up in the zone. Our dog throws it in front. Stop. Rebound in the front. And another nice save by Ryan as he stopped Riley Brandt as well on the rebound. So one cleanly back by Jackman. Quick shot. Going in wide of net. Jackman will pick up the loose puck. Try and throw it out in front. Jackman wrap around out in front. Nobody there. Kept in there by Beavers with a shot. That's going to get knocked down by Jessup, but it's still in the zone. Turnaround shot. Rolls in with ease for Ryan to steer it aside. Number 15 leads it from center. Up in the zone as he made his way around Baker. Gets to his bench and into the offensive zone. Finally taking off his feet. And Castle fires it around the boards. That'll get kept in from the line. Knocked down from center by Crawford, who's coming up in the zone. And Jessup is just ahead of him, and it's another offside to Peterborough. Takes off here at center. Trying to come up in the zone. Jackman had a high stick there at the line. And there's the whistle for the high stick. Mitchell will take the drive versus Marshall. Right here in center. Let's win it cleanly. Back to Declan Mitchell. Go to the other side for Slip. Now Luke Stone will take it off the board. Fire it back off the backhand, boys. Back in behind the goal. Coming on the other side. Declan Mitchell Gill holds it in. With a shot. It gets knocked down out of front. Trying to find that puck there in the corner is Hudson Bishop. Couldn't dig it out of the corner. Again, a rolling puck there at the line. Marshall can't get rid of it. Bathgate tries to go. Couldn't do it. Now Marshall gets away. Not very far. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the second now. Here comes Landon Pickle in the zone, dumping it into the left corner, back in behind the net. Stripped up by Crawford, trying to fire it out. Got it from Marshall. Marshall almost collided there with Slip, but got away. Marshall over there for number 14 in the zone with a shot. Doesn't reach the goal. Bathgate trying to throw it out of front. There was nobody there. Toros got it. Stone. Lead pass to Pickle. Gets around Hutter. Landon Pickle's in the zone. Backhand. Right pass save there from Ryan. Goes back in behind the net. Two on two, rush back to the other way. Stays onside, takes a shot, fans on the shot. Tries to get it back again. Michael Drew working on his man in the corner. There was nobody there to throw it out in front. Captain by Hunter. And they both collide there at the line between Hunter and Rohrbeck. And we get another whistle. Another offside there to Peterborough. Harris will take the draw here. So Peterborough just inside the Toros line. Dumped into the corner. Back in behind the net. I'll take a cam out of front. Ryan, who was able to maybe take a little bit of a gamble to drop it back there from Nichols, but was able to keep it away from the Toros from sweeping it in. Our dog tried to get it from the face-off back, couldn't go. Here comes Jess up the other side. Back down there was Turner as it goes into the corner. Number 23 has got a man sitting out of front. Tried for the pass. It was out of the reach on the other side. Knocked down by Nichols. He'll backhand it to the other side for Hunter. 3 minutes exactly left to go here in the second. Turnover. Here comes Spence in the zone. Freeze for the shot. Caught there with ease by Parker Shaw. One of his tougher saves here in the second period. Saw the puck right into his glove and held it for another draw, which will take place out to the right of the goal. Both teams get their line changed. Now Jackson, Mitchell, and Adam Baker come out. Jessup will take the draw in the offensive end for Peterborough. Back in behind the net where Jessup has it. Jessup back to the line. Trying to corral that bouncing puck and couldn't do it. Finally Crawford was able to. Jessup gets away. Jessup gets around the check, throws it in front. Stop. Rebound in front. Gets poked out of the net. And McCaslin makes sure that the player in the blue paint didn't get up. Williams from center. Williams lost control of the puck. Let it by Cooper McCaslin. Player by Dick Fever to sweep it aside. Jackson gets taken off his feet as it comes to the other side. Jessup's in the zone. Jessup tried to get around Beaver, couldn't do it. Back to the line for Williams. First shot blocked. Second shot blocked. Nice block there in front by McCaslin. Coming up in the zone. Adam Baker gets the slide, gets away from the check, puts it behind the goal. Baker controls it, gets it over to the other side for Jackman. Ethan Jackman gets away from the checker. It's a battle there in the corner. Almost the last minute of play here. Period number 2. Only 2 goal scorers came in the first period. One by our dog and a late one by Brown as Jackman throws it in. Easy stop there for Ryan. First off, one by the Toros. Then the Pickle has it. Wrap around. Can't put it in. Tapped in by Sept. Brady Sept tries to put it through. He gets knocked down in the front. Bathgate taken away at it for Peterborough. Can't get it out. Flipped in on that. Trying to go with it now. Up through center is Bathgate. Staying on side will be Peterborough piece. Bathgate's in the corner. Bathgate working at the front. Backhand shot. His left pad slap there from Shaw. Tapped in by Pickle as he dumps it out. He's got White to beat, and he will. But he's got to reset that rolling puck into the corner. And then the Pickle gets taken off his feet back in behind the goal. Trying to win that battle in behind the net. Dumped off the boards. Tapped in by Sept. Bathgate knocks it down. 20 seconds left. Here comes Bathgate through center. Gets her in the check. Bathgate against Shaw. Stop there with a right pad of Purple Shaw. As he stopped Bathgate right in close. Going down the ice. And that will be icing. So just like the Toros had their breakaway chance earlier with Ashley Mitchell, there was a great opportunity for Bathgate to put Peterborough on the board, but Purple Shaw was having none of it on that as he kicked out the right pad. And what a time to come up with one of his bigger saves of the day. He keeps the 2-0 lead intact going to the third. 2 periods in the book. 1 left to go to solve this one. Toros up by 2. Face off. 1 there at center by Turner. Comes in over the line. Goes back in behind the Toros net. Turner with it. Tried to throw it in front, but our dogs took him off his feet. Around the boards. Tapped in by Hunter from the line. Hunter's shot. Hit a man out front. But it took it to Peterborough. Bounce. On a turnaround shot there by number 72, Nichols went wide. Back up there for Brent with a nice hard pass up there for our dog. Our dog in the zone. Around one man. Trying to get around the last line of defense. And Nichols! The pass went through the crease area as Brent tried to get a stick on it. Riley Brent picks it up in his own end. Peterborough started from their own zone, but Nichols didn't like the first way around. This one he's going to turn over to our dog as he picks it back up in his own end. Feeding our dog with it. Has his opportunity to try and set it up. Instead he'll go from the slot area with a shot. And it gets blocked. Tapped in by Michael Drew from the line. Play there by our dog. Got taken off his feet. Back in behind the goal. Brent trying to control the puck. It comes around to the other side. Let's play 2 minutes here of the third period as that goes back in behind the net. Toros is going to play the dump and chase game now with a 2-0 lead. Put Peterborough back on their heels, but here comes Turner up through center. The airback might have got just enough of him to make him lose his balance. He puts it back in behind the net for Canna. Come around the other side for Ethan Jackson trying to get it out of his own end. With some nice moves. Getting around Hutton. Here comes the opportunity. The 3-on-3 rush. Jackson's got to control the puck. Nice move to spin away from the checker. Throws it out to Mitchell. And it went off his stick wrong right in on goal for Ryan. Big shot. Coming off to the right of the Peterborough end. 1 there with 3 by Ethan Jackson. Try to get it back to the line. Quick shot from McCaslin's not going to make it through. Mitchell gets taken off his feet. Jackman with some nice moves. Trying to get around the checker. Couldn't do it. Knocked down by Jake Beaveridge from center. McCaslin was able to get it up. Ashley Mitchell had 1 breakaway in the second. Might get another opportunity here. This one he gets robbed by the glove hand as it came out. Quick like a tap by Ryan to make the save. Keep this one at 2-0 as Mitchell tried to pick the corner there. Ryan will stay out there. Jackson will take another draw. This time off to the left of the goal. Back to the line for McCaslin. McCaslin finds Beavers on the other side, but the one time gets knocked down. Back up the other way they come. In the zone it comes is Coughlin. Coughlin puts it into the corner. McCaslin trying to get rid of it, and he will come up through center. Ethan Jackman along with Adam Baker. Jackman gets around the checker. Trying to get around White as well, but White was able to poke him off his feet. Baker taken down, kept in there by McCaslin. Baker still feeling the effects of getting knocked down. Here comes an opportunity to breakaway. Scores! And that one is going to go to Bathgate. There's only so many breakaways you can get before you can finally convert on one. You saw that Peterborough had a breakaway before the end of the second period, and it got stopped by Shaw. But this one, they are able to convert to the back of the net and make this a one-goal game, as Bathgate's shot was able to beat the right pad of Parker Shaw. Now we got Ryan over at the Peterborough bench having some goalie equipment issues, so we'll get that sorted out and come right back to you. So we've got a hockey game now with 11:38 left. It's a 2-1 game. Goal by Bathgate. Mitchell Gill knocked down. Way to slip from his own end, trying to get rid of it. Can't do it. And now Mitchell Gill again is tripped up. The puck in the skate area. Luke Stone's able to chip it out, and it comes in outside. So one, tapped in there from the line. And Kavanaugh going for a shot. Stopped there by Shaw, but there was a rebound sitting there, getting poked aside. Knocked down by Kavanaugh in the Toros end. Turner turns away from a check, comes in the zone. Mitchell Gill with a nice defensive play, bumps him out the puck. Second Bishop from center, he's got to get around Brace. And I believe that is offside. Josh here at center, getting dumped down the ice. Stands on it. Our dog's still trying to dig away at it. Here comes Jessup up through center. Jessup can't get around Rohrbeck, as Cutter Rohrbeck held him up from his own bench, and that is a Peterborough offside. Face-off just inside the line. They get one by Peterborough. They might have a little bit of jump in their step after getting on the board to make this a 2-1 game. Coming around the other side, they're trying to find the lane to dump it out. Can't do it. They're going to just up a shot. Right past the 10-8. Quickly gets tapped by Parker Shaw. 3-on-3 the other way. Let up in the zone. Our dog's got to stay on side. Can't do it. Our dog stays right there now, trying to win that battle. Jake Seabird trying to hold off his man. Quick shot. It's going to go in fluttering wide of the net. Marshall back to the line for White. Trying for a shot. That gets knocked down in front by McCaslin. Seabird will take it back in his own end. Jake Seabird trying to clear it out. Couldn't do it the first time. Toros get it now. Let up in the zone with a backhand pass. Knocked down by our dog. And here comes Rohrbeck in, backhand shot, stop, rebound out of front as Rohrbeck tries to swoop in the loose puck. But Ryan comes up big on both opportunities by Cutter Rohrbeck in close. So both goaltenders have come up with some huge stops as has kept this game within reach at 2-1. Ethan Jackson will take the draw, back to the line for Beavers. Jake Beavers flies in from that left pass save, and before Mitchell can get a stick on it, it's Ryan who puts his glove on it for another face-off. Ryan stays right there for Jackman to take the draw. Just scrambled draw there. Adam Baker comes away with the puck. Couldn't center it at her front. Jackman trying to win the battle in the corner. Knocked down by Asher Mitchell. Jackman without his stick couldn't do anything with the puck. Kept in by Beaveridge. Jackman retrieves his stick in the corner. McCaslin keeps it in from the line. Here comes Asher Mitchell. Along with Adam Baker as it gets shipped into the corner. Back in behind the net. Around the boards it goes. McCaslin's going to try and cut it off there from the face-off shot. Dump it back in behind the net. Adam Baker is the first one in the corner to try and pick it up. The center comes Turner. Four Toros players in the zone couldn't do anything with the puck except fire it in on net for an easy stop from Shaw, who will take another face-off in his own end. Jessup to take that draw, won by the Toros. Pickle coming up through center. Nice play to chip it out the backhand boards, and Williams will go back in his own end. Now back in behind the net line to Pickle trying to win the battle. Pickle gets away from the check, puts it back in behind the goal. Tapped in from the line by Mitchell Gill. The shot gets blocked out in front. That's how Mitchell Gill gets taken off his feet. And this time there will be a penalty. He's been taken off his feet a couple of times here in the game, and this one finally gets called, and it'll be Jessup that goes for cross-checking. So it's the perfect opportunity for the Toros to get their 2-goal lead back as Jessup will sit in the box for 2 minutes or less. Bishop trying to win that battle in the corner. Peterborough will come up with it. Dump it down the ice. Mitchell Gill didn't know where the loose puck was. No, ladies. Way to start with a late pass. In comes Bishop with a shot. It's going to roll in with ease as it hit the Peterborough defender. And it'll be get pounced on by Ryan and his goal for another draw. Out to the right of the goal to be taken by our dog. He opened up the scoring in period number 1 by cashing in on a couple of rebounds out of front. And then Riley Brent gave the Toros the insurance at 2-0 with a perfect shot, a bullet over the right shoulder of Ryan before the end of the first period. But we are going to get a tipping call. This one again is going to go to Peterborough. So just like in the second period, when Peterborough had a 2-man advantage, now the roles are reversed, and the Toros get the opportunity to put the nail in the hammer here on a 2-man advantage. And it will be a man advantage for 1 minute and 29 seconds. The Toros can't convert on the first power play. They'll have a power play for 31 seconds. Can things. No, only a shot. Kicked aside with a right pad of Ryan. Into the corner. Our dog trying to win the battle versus Hunter. And he will back to the line for Lee Walkland. No, and Lee Walkland fires it back in behind the corner. Going again back to the line. Quick shot, tip to the front. And a rebound in the front over the stick of Rohrback. Turnaround shot. Our dog trying to put it in, can't do it. Tapped in by Michael Drew from the line. Michael Drew shot. With 3 amazing players and couldn't make its way to the goal. Here he goes up through center. Let in by Marshall, but no one. Lee Walkland comes back with ease and pokes him off the puck. Now Michael Drew with it. Michael Drew from center, leads it up through center ice. Michael Drew in, started his rush on his own. Goal! Michael Drew with an end-to-end rush. Took it from his own end and then put it through the legs of Peterborough's goaltender Ryan to make it 3-1. As Ryan is still sitting in his crease wondering how that puck was able to make its way through his legs, but Michael Drew found the 5-4 power play goal for the Toros to make it 3-1, and they're still working on their power play. Up through center comes Asher Mitchell. Baskey can't get it out. Knocked down by McCaslin from center ice. Taking away at it there in the corner. They come through with it. Ethan Jackman gets it. Jackman's in the zone. Backhand shot. Just high and wide off the backhand board. Throwing it at her front. And Mitchell couldn't corral the pass. Jake Beaver keeps it in from the line. Baker on his own! Fires it right into the Peterborough crest of Ryan. Draw, coming out to the left of the Peterborough goal. Still 10 seconds left on the power play. The return pass they tried to get it. After the races goes Kavanaugh. In alone, nice play to come back and pull him off the stick. And it's going to be a penalty shot coming up here for Peterborough. Well, the penalty shot's going to stand, and it's going to be Kavanaugh that's going to have the opportunity to try and get Peterborough back in the game after the Toros went up 3-1. Referee's having some last-minute discussions before we get things underway. One of the most exciting plays in hockey, the penalty shot coming up. Kavanaugh. One-on-one versus Pressure Shaw. He's in! It's just in it! It's in the net! It looks like Pressure Shaw made the stop, but it made its way into the back of the goal. He got a piece of it, but it made its way in. And Kavanaugh has made this 3-2. Got a little ahead there. I thought Shaw did make the initial stop, but hey, he only got a piece of it and it made its way into the back of the net to make it 3-2. So hang on to your horses, we're not going anywhere just yet. Right now, Michael Drew has the game winner on that power play goal. A few minutes ago, Jessup back to the line. And that's it. Lost there with a shot by Ashley Mitchell. Jump back in behind the goal. Adam Baker trying to win that battle. Tried to throw it in front for Mitchell. Couldn't do it. Back up the other way. Mitchell Gill's got to hold him off, and he does with a nice defensive play. And Declan Mitchell Gill put it back into the Peterborough end for Ashley Mitchell to race after the loose pass. Ashley Mitchell trying to win that battle with Jackman in behind the goal. Rolled it on net. Stopped there by Hunter before it hit Ryan in the net. Mitchell Gill and Schroeder back. 2-on-2 rush. Nice play to get around. Now it's a 2-on-1 rush. As Blake's going, Patsy was going to the net, but Braden Schmidt was able to hold off the puck carrier and make sure it didn't make its way over the back gate. Back up the other way they come. Led up by Hudson Bishop. He got held up by back gate. Bishop trying to hold it in his feet. 4 minutes left to go. Exactly on the clock. Toros hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Lead pass. Couldn't go with it as it got skipped off his stick as Holtzman had it knocked away. Rolled in on that. Bishop knocked it down. Back to the line for Schlitt. Shot. Gotta make it through. Here it comes. Backgate with a backhand. Long wide. Quick shot. Backgate tried to tip it. Went into the corner. Backgate back to the line for Nichols. Nichols is going to fire it back in behind the net. Toros trying with all their might to try and hold off the Peterborough Pete's here, holding on to a 1-goal lead. Digging away at the loose puck to get it is Marshall. Gets it back to the line. Fans on the first shot with Hunter. Toros get the opportunity to clear, and they will. Knocked down by Nichols from center right. Comes Marshall in the zone. Pumps out the puck by Luke Stone. Trying to get it out of the zone. And it's going to be a Peterborough penalty coming up. Takes off. One on the line. Nolan Lee walks line with the shot. Backhand shot from Bishop. Caught there by Ryan. Another important face-off off to the left. To be taken by Landon Pickle. Wins it, but had to try and win that scramble draw to get it back to the line. Michael Drew trying to win that battle. Got the game winner so far. Here comes Bishop on his own. Stop there with a right pad of Ryan. Back up the other way they come. Collision there at center ice. Seeing all the players get to an attack of Nolan Lee in. And nice stop there by Shaw. Got just a piece of it to make the stop. Chipping it aside. Luke Stone with the puck. Chips it out. Got it up there for Bishop. And Bishop will clear it aside over the stick of White. 2-minute warning. Left to go on the clock. Toros up by 1. Still a power play for a minute. Leonard Pickle trying to win that battle in the offensive end. As Bishop's coming into the vicinity, Ryan tried to freeze it, couldn't corral the puck. Our dog tries to win the battle here now. Keaton, our dog, couldn't go with the puck. He had it knocked off his stick, and Peterborough will dump it down the ice. Jake Beveridge from his own end will hold it in behind the goal, trying to dump it. They can't get it out of the zone again. Our dog with a loose puck coming in. Finally taken off his feet there by Freight. Riley Brand will go into the corner. Peterborough with the puck. Coming up in the zone. 1:05 left to go here in the game. 14 seconds left on the power play. Knocked down by McCaslin. He's got to flip it in. And we got to wonder that Ryan is going to go to the bench very shortly for that extra attacker. The penalty's over. The Toros couldn't contribute on the power play. Still holding on to the 3-2 lead as the puck is in the Peterborough end. That's where they need it to be right now. And not give Peterborough the opportunity to get that extra man out for the tying goal. But now Peterborough get it. And there's the wave to the bench. Ryan's going to go for the extra attacker. He's not paying attention though, and the Toros get it. And dump it down the ice with 30 seconds left to go. Right back in behind the goal. Tripped up in behind the net. Toros have it right where they want it. In the Peterborough end. Turnaround shot, not going anywhere. Now Ryan's going to go to the bench. Nope. Nice play by Jackson to hold it in from the line. That should have been through with the puck in the Peterborough end. 5 seconds left. Peterborough is going to get stuck there at center. And the Toros are going to win their first game of the season, 3-2. They had a 2-0 lead after the first period. Came into this period only to have it cut to 2-1. And then the goal by Michael Drew made it 3-1. The penalty shot goal by Kavanaugh made it 3-2. But that's as close as Peterborough come. The minor out of AAA Toros win their first game of the year. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackson.